There's a lot of artificial intelligence, AI tools out there, and it can be confusing about all the different tools. So, on today's AI for real life, we're going to break down three of those. We've done it in a past episode as well, but we're going to use a real life example to see the difference that the different outputs that the different tools give to you. So I'm John Turner. I'm your host for AI for Real Life, where we break down AI, make it simple for you, make it understandable. Most of what we're covering right now is more simple stuff. As we build this library, we will get into a little bit deeper things with AI. And of course, AI is always changing, so we'll bring you up to date information as we have it as well. But let's go ahead and jump into it. We're going to look at ChatGPT versus Perplexity versus Claude, and we talked about this before. But ChatGPT is great for writing help. It helps you organize your thoughts. I use ChatGPT a lot. I like the way drafting emails. I do blogs with it. So it's really helpful there. Claude is more for longer documents. You're going to get more thoughtful answers, deeper explanations. I'm looking at my notes here just to make sure I don't miss anything. So, let's say you have a long research paper and you want it summarized or something like that. Claude does a great job with that. And then Perplexity. Perplexity gives you more real world information. So if you want more current info, Perplexity is the way to go there. But what I thought I would do is I'm just going to type in this thing. We're going to say explain inflation in simple terms. Okay. EXP. Let's see. Normally, I don't worry about my grammar as much. If you watch this, you know it. But all right, so this is ChatGPT, and let's see what ChatGPT gives us as an output. Whenever I say explain inflation in simple terms. All right. Says here's simple terms. Imagine you have $100 a day. It won't buy as, if prices go up next year, that same $100 won't buy you as much as it did before. Grocery costs more, gas costs more. So you're getting education on inflation today as well as AI. So it gives you kind of a bullet point response. But then it asks you this question. If you want, I can also explain how inflation affects home buying, interest rates, or the real estate market. Now you ask yourself, why is it throwing up interest rates or the real estate market? I will tell you why, because I'm logged in to AI. By trade, I'm a realtor. So I've trained my ChatGPT, or as I call him, Sparky, that's what I do for a living. A lot of the stuff I use AI for is for real estate. So it slants its answers towards real estate. We talked about last time the importance of always logging in whenever you're using AI, because it learns you. It learns the questions you want. It learns the tone you want. There's ways that you can put information in here and say, I want my outputs to look like this on a regular basis, whatever. We'll get into that. That's another episode. But I just wanted to point that out to you, that it does have that memory, and it will, if you're an accountant, it may, slant it that way. Or if you're a homemaker, it may, talk about, well, that's the reason why, groceries are higher and your electric's higher, your home electricity and all that stuff. So just keep that in mind. But this is the output ChatGPT gave me. Now, I will tell you, I don't use Claude and Perplexity nearly as much, so it's not trained on me. But we're going to ask the same question. We're over in Claude right now, Claude.ai. You want to log in. We've got a new chat here. Same question, explain inflation in simple term, not terms, I guess. And here's its answer. So pretty simple too. It gives it some highlights, but think of it as supply and demand. So it's talking a little bit deeper things. It's talking more economic things, where it's supply and demand and economies, and talks about inflation, and talks about how much that most economies aim for, which is 2 to 3% a year, and things of that nature. So you can look how that is different. We do it in Perplexity as well, perplexity.ai. And let's see what we get here. So this starts talking about the causes of inflation, the everyday impact. So they're all similar, but they all give us different things. If you notice over here, um, there's no links. I don't see any links here. Over here, sometimes I will get links in ChatGPT, and you're like, what's he talking about by links? What's he talking about? Right here in Perplexity. See, I can click on this right here, and it tells me the source of what it pulled up. See, so if I want to study a little bit more, I click on that source and go look at it as well. The other thing Perplexity does is it gives some other topics that maybe we should be asking these questions about. What's the difference in inflation and deflation? Explained simply. Or how do we protect our savings from inflation? Because it's saying, why are you asking this question about inflation? You're asking maybe because you want to know how it affects your budget or how you protect. So, that's just different ways, the three different ways that, Claude, Perplexity, and ChatGPT answer questions. So I hope this helps a little bit, just showing you the different AI tools. You can use any one of them for pretty much any project you want. Just some of them are better at some projects than others. So it really just knowing which one to use for which certainly helps out a lot. I am John Turner. This has been another episode of AI for Real Life. We hope you're enjoying it. If you are, please make sure you subscribe. Make sure you comment. Please put in the comments any questions you have, any topics you'd like for us to cover. We're putting this out here to help you understand AI better. So feel free to, like I say, comment on it, and we will try to cover any of those topics. We will see you next time. Thank you for joining.